Welcome back, everyone. 8 down, 4 to go as we're dishing out all the awards on this day of celebration. Our 4 days of official Congress, if you like, are over. We had some fantastic content over those 4 days. And today is all about the WFS Start Cup 2020 and indeed the WFS Industry Awards. And we've got 4 left, including Best Male and Best Female Player that are coming up very soon. But let's move on to another of our new categories this year, and that's Best Digital Platform in collaboration with 7 League. Now, this was open to any football teams, leagues, federations, NGOs, and sponsors who've developed or launched a digital product or platform. And the DFL group impressed the judges the most with Bundesliga Match Facts powered by AWS. That enables the DFL, the Deutsche Fußballliga, to offer real-time statistics for Bundesliga matches in collaboration with Amazon Web Services. And it's an incredible innovation. It really is. It's just adding that next layer of complexity and sophistication to that live experience when you're watching a game. So let's get into this one and welcome on stage our winner, who is picking up this award for Best Digital Platform, the EVP, Digital Innovations at DFL Group. That's Andreas Heyden. And Andreas will be speaking to Senior Consultant and New Business Manager at 7 League, François Westcombe. Andreas, many congratulations. You've won our inaugural award for Best Digital Platform. It's one of our new categories. You're the first winner of it. I'm sure you are delighted about that. So many congratulations from all of us and all of the team. And François, it's over to you to find out more about this fantastic innovation of Bundesliga Match Facts.
Brilliant. Thanks, David. And once again, it's a pleasure to work with the World Football Summit team, and thrilled to be the presenting partner of this category. As David said, we're joined by Andreas, who is representing DFL Group on behalf of this category. This year's winner of the award for their Bundesliga Match Facts. So, Andreas, maybe to kick things off, and before digging a little bit into Bundesliga Match Facts itself, maybe it would be good if you could give a little bit of background on yourself and your role at DFL.
First of all, thank you very much. I've seen the jury. Thank you for selecting what we were offering, and we're very grateful. And I think it's a great event. So, from my side, Andreas, I'm since over 5 years working for the DFL. The DFL operates the Bundesliga, which is the professional soccer league in Germany. My role is to drive digital innovation across the group, spreading from digital, helping broadcast products everywhere where we can enrich the experience of the fan or increase the service towards our licensee or broadcasting partners.
Brilliant. That sounds like a rather big job. And I suppose you're the man tasked with delivering the DFL's long-term strategy in this area. And I think that your plan is to become the most innovative football league in the world. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about this, and then I suppose how Bundesliga Match Facts plays into that.
Great. I think what makes the Bundesliga or the DFL in their activities unique is that we are a sports league, but we think and act like a media company, because we have decided for us in our strategy, through a horizontal and vertical integration within the value chain of media production, we can create the best service for our partners, like Sky and BT and OTT players like DAZN, and where we create products that are relevant for them and that fulfill their need in the ever-changing customer development, from moving from generation from millennials to Gen Z, to always have the best experience possible.
And Bundesliga Match Facts definitely does that. I mean, just looking at the submission and then the videos that I've seen on the internet of the product, I suppose, in action, it really is a multi-platform product that is served both across broadcast and across a whole array of different devices. How did it come about? Tell us a bit more about the collaboration, especially with AWS.
Yes. So when we think about and work on our media product that represents the Bundesliga in the distribution product, there are 2 components which are always relevant for us. 1, the demands of our licensees, and 2, the demands of our fans. And at this point, both demands came together. So the demand is how can we tell a football game on a higher level by leveraging the quality of the storytelling. So if I have a game which ends in a draw, which is quite often in the in soccer, in football, what additional factors can we include into the game to tell a different story? So we came up, for example, with the X goal factor. So you take the goal probability of goal, all shots on goal in a game, and you create a value out of it that maybe the game ends in a draw 1-1, but the X goals would be 0.5 versus 1.5, and you can tell a story that there was a dominant team, but it didn't manage to win, or individual goal probability of a shot. So always the question: how can we tell the story of the beautiful game on a higher level with the help of technology? AWS was for us our natural partner. We have been working with AWS for many, many years. And in January last year, we thought ourselves, why don't we really join forces, start a cooperation on a deeper level, and really create new products that challenge the status quo?
And you touched on it there, that you wanted to develop something that actually was contributing to the experience, adding value to the fan experience. Sometimes the greatest ideas can be developed a bit on a hunch. Sometimes it's developed on hard data. Which most accurately describes this? Was it a bit of both, or was there some real audience insight that was telling you actually that this data would be really important and powerful as a sort of viewing experience?
I would add a third level, and the third level. There were years of insights to create, but the technology wasn't there to do it in real time. For example, the goal probability. Goal probability is a Bundesliga match fact where we calculate the individual value of a shot on goal based on how many defenders, what's the angle to the goal, what's the difference to the goal. And these are over 40,000 shots that we have analyzed with a machine learning model. And it was always possible to do the goal probability afterwards, but we wanted to push it to real time. And now if you watch it on TV, it takes maybe 6 to 10 to 12 seconds, and you have the individual probability of the shot on goal. That was coming from the scientific community. The second one was a real customer customer insight, where, there's a tactical formation, how the coach sets up the match, the team, and then the players behave differently. And if you're in a stadium or on TV, you feel that is differently, but you can't really tell. Is it more defensive? Is it more offensive, etc.? So what we developed was real formation. Every second, we calculate the position of all individual player, form it towards a real formation. And in the app, you can switch, toggle left, right, and you can see how the real formation goes against the technical formation. That was, for example, a real customer insights that we're having. The third one was purely data-driven, something like a speed alert. We asked ourselves, wouldn't it be nice to, every time when a speed record is broken, then for an individual player or a club or whatever editorial context, then it is shown on TV as a goal alert. I think maybe it's time that we switch to the video. Would that be great for you? Good. So, in our pursuit to have the best possible media product, we developed the so-called glass-to-glass strategy. And the glass-to-glass strategy, we start with the glass of the camera lens and end with the glass of the iPhone or of the TV set. We have understood that having the ingredients of editorial work in-house with data and sport really gives us an advantage. So what we're doing right now, what you can see in the video, we collect real-time data. This real-time data is fed into the cloud and calibrated in the cloud and processed in the cloud. And based on the raw data, we have developed the Bundesliga match facts, which provide in real time on various components insights into the game that would not have been possible to be told before. We launched 4 Bundesliga match facts. We launched the speed alert that you can see on screen. We launched the goal probability that we talked about, where you have the pressure, the angle, the distance, the position of the players. and we calculate in real time now it's 77% for a penalty shot, sure. We then sum this up for the expected goal for a whole match, and we have the real formation that I talked about before. So these 4 Bundesliga match facts are launched, and we keep on coming up with new match facts. And in the next season, you will see some great new insights.
And I suppose the critical factor here, especially from a broadcast perspective, but I suppose also from a companion device perspective, is to have this data in real time and having it super quick as soon as it happens. How quickly does it come up? How quickly are you able to deliver this data to the fan? And what have been the challenges behind that?
I think the challenges are, let's start with the challenges. The challenges are the latency of the data and how can we optimize it through the whole production phase, because we generate the data in the stadium. It gets sent to fiberglass to our quality center. It gets automatically checked. It gets uploaded to the cloud. It gets processed in machine learning models. Then it gets sent back to our database, and then it's sent to the broadcaster, and then it's displayed on screen. So these are 10 steps that we do within 6 to 12 seconds to have it available for the broadcaster, because these kind of facts are only really relevant in a direct relationship to the content as it happens. And on the one hand side, having all those steps in place to being able to process in that way, but secondly, having a platform like AWS, which gives us the highest flexibility and a tremendous speed and computing power to have this also computed in real time. I think these are the 2 components. It's process knowledge of building up this whole chain of the glass-to-glass strategy, and technological knowledge of fast and secure and reliable processing.
Sure, it's incredibly powerful, and I think even just looking at those images there, you can really get a sense for the sophistication of the data, the insight that you're generating. What's next on the roadmap? These are 3 sort of components of Bundesliga match facts. What's coming further down the line?
So if I would define Happy Land, I want to send out an alert to my users and fans that within the next 2 minutes, with a probability of over 75% is going to be scored. In sports data, we were great since 60 years recording results and talking about results. Then we moved on to reportings, where we have aggregated data, how many meters somebody or kilometers somebody has run. Now we moved to insights, where you have a higher qualitative level, and I really want to move towards predictive. And having this beautiful game that is so unpredictable to a certain level, adding a prediction could really help in the storytelling to go one step further.
Sure.
How we use that, to use robotic cameras, that we move a camera where the goal may go, or if we send out alerts, or if we offer other data points to our betting partners. The sky is the limit there, but the last frontier is prediction.
Yeah, I think that aspect is really interesting. My background is in sports data and performance, and the triangulation of having this is what the data says, this is what a pundit says, this is what maybe an ex-footballer says, and that debate and discussion is phenomenally powerful from a consumer perspective. And do you think that how do you think the industry is going to change and adapt to that? Do you think it will be embraced?
So at the moment, we are leading the pack of leagues. I think there are only a handful of American leagues which are working on that level. NFL is also an AWS partner. The feedback we get from our broadcasters is really great, and the feedback we get from our fans is tremendous. They really accept it, they really like it, and they give us positive feedback via social media and other forms of communication. And we're very happy that it's recognized with this award. So what could we wish more for?
And I suppose it wouldn't be a 2020 fireside chat or panel without talking about COVID, unfortunately. But how did that influence the launch, the development of the product? What challenges did that pose? Did it actually help in some way that the Bundesliga returned after a little bit of a pause? And I believe this was actually launched soon after the resumption of play.
Yes, so we were, it was just 1 or 2 match days after the resumption of play. COVID is always a challenge, was always a challenge, and will be a challenge as long as it is as present as it is. For us in the development of those match facts, it was okay. We are used to work in virtual teams on which were with various countries and various locations. So I'm very proud of the team that they all were able to deliver that, but I would have never doubted it.
And well, I'm conscious we're running out of time now, but so I suppose the last thing I was going to ask was, how far do you think the Bundesliga can go in its quest to attracting new audiences through this type of innovation?
I would say the best is yet to come.
Fantastic. Thank you very much to both. Do you know what? You're not the only one. You won't be the first. You won't be the last, François. If I had £1 for every time the moderator saw me pop up on screen and they said, "Oh, I'm conscious that we're tight on time," I would have at least a tenner. That's why I'd say I'd have at least a tenner. No, listen, guys, it's been a really great discussion. And also, listen, Andreas, it's a very, very, you're a very worthy winner, because I sense that, the audience is becoming more and more savvy, more and more demanding, more and more sophisticated. And we might have new sorts of data, but it's the way that we use it to turn data into knowledge and informed decision making, and the way that we present it as well. And you guys have come up with a fantastic collaboration here with Amazon Web Services for Bundesliga Match Facts, and I commend you for it. A fantastic initiative. Really, really well done. Thank you very much indeed. Congratulations to you and to the DFL group. And thank you once again to François for the conversation. Much appreciated. Right, okay, so we have got just 3 awards left. So we're going to move from Best Digital Platform to Best Executive. And I wonder, may we well have a winner from the same country as the last one? We might well do. We'll find out in a couple of minutes' time.